What's going on, everybody? James here, redemptionagency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. So I figured I'll go ahead and just hit record. I'm just going to be in a slow mood today, just a blah mood. So I might as well show you guys what I sold. Sales overnight were kind of bleak. What you gonna do? Tired of complaining about it, right? So I'm just kind of, yesterday was very hard. Just, I don't know, couldn't really get motivated to do anything mentally. I'm just like, it was like the anniversary of my brother's death. And then of course, what's what the catalyst to my dad's health failing and me having to move him in. And, it's almost a year for him to be gone. So just having a little bit of a rough time. So I'm just going to slow the pace and try to focus on smaller tasks, I guess. Moving slower, just whatever. So, and then plus yesterday, on top of it, I stopped drinking soda, so I had no caffeine yesterday. I've got this, I can't remember the brand. It's water, but I just refill it with tap water. But it's like a long, thin thing. Not the Smart Water one, but it's like 30 ounces. So my goal is to get through 6 to 7 of those a day. And then I tell myself, well, if I can get through 6 of those a day, then you can have a soda. And then by that time, I don't want a soda anyway. So it's kind of, Yesterday I got through 4, so didn't make it anyway. But I read where where it's good to have 1 ounce for every pound of your body. So I'm like 187. So I'm trying to at least get 180 ounces of water in me. So 30, 60, so I got 120 yesterday. So, but we'll get there. So that's I'm kind of, my body's like, on top of everything. And then even worse, but yeah, good. My woolly mammoth sold. He's gone. He's so gone. My woolly mammoth is gone. That hurts. But he's got a new home now, so that's good. All right, just some simple stuff here to get through. One kind of unique item that's going to be last because it's cumbersome. So, but over weekend sales were all right. It did over $800 a day, so not bad. Should have been more this time of year, but I ended up, because of last Thursday, I think, everything on eBay just totally bottomed out and trashed. Server issues and whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of giving this company all this money and promotions, and they're not giving me great service. I'm tired of it. I am going to give the deals to the people. So I knocked my percentages down to 10% promoted and turned everything on at 30% off. And I'm not going to freaking worry about it. Until the website's fixed, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll give the people the deals. They deserve them more than eBay does right now. eBay don't deserve any extra money right now for the way they are handling their website issues. I'm just over it. I'm tired of it. So that's what I did. So since I did that, I'm still pushing $800 a day, so it's no big deal. Paying less fees. So probably in the end, I'm probably making it about the same, if not a little bit more. So we'll see. I keep a daily log on my desk, and I write down the number that goes in for the day. And then when I buy postage, it sends me an email too. So then I write down if I spent any postage for that day, and then I keep a running total of everything. Like right now, what is today? It's the 12th, And profit-wise, I am at, what was it? It's probably like $2,100 profit. And what that means is that's after all expenses, including payroll for myself, for Adrian, you know, for all the bills that the business pays, you know, whether it's cell phone or storage lockers, everything. So after everything is paid, money that I can just do whatever the hell I want to do with, is up to $2,100 already. So that's good. So that's good. So, all right, let's get into this, see what sold, and get it shipped out. Got a couple of True Gathers, got a Bonanza, and actually sold one on Posh. I haven't sold anything on Posh in like over a month. So let's get to going. Get to getting. All right. Got Eric Carmen, The Best Of on cassette. Sold for $350, headed to Michigan. So since I did everything and changed all my percentages, I already did the math. Like on a $350 cassette, I am making, I think it's $201 profit on a $350 cassette. So trying not to go below that. So $2 profit on an item, I'm fine with that. Don't want to go lower than that. Especially if you're new to my videos, I don't have no money tied up into this stuff anymore. Been doing this 21 years and got 5 storage lockers filled with items. And the prices I give do not include the shipping that I do charge. So those are my most asked questions. So I try to address them. So since I'm in this kind of mood, maybe tomorrow I'll try that whole work with me video thing I want to do. So instead of list with me, it's basically going to be the same thing, but I'm going to try to word it differently to reach a bigger audience. Because if you Google or type in YouTube search work with me videos and you look at those videos, they got crazy views and what have you. So I'm going to study them a little bit more, see what keywords they use and what have you. Sorry, excuse me. And see if I can get those videos to cross over from just people who sit around and use reselling, people who might be studying or, you know, sitting around doing whatever, kind of like the work with me style videos. So I'll try that. And I've said it, they're not to replace these style videos. It's going to be just extra, just for, I like the fact that YouTube can pay me to work just by setting up a camera and people watching, you know, and that, so that the hour I might make a video, YouTube's paying me for that. So it's kind of cool to think for my own business, I can get YouTube to pay me to work, and that's kind of cool. So I'll probably upload those in the middle of the night, unless I know there's a day where I'm not going to upload one of these videos, then I'll upload it during the day. But yeah, just something different to try. And so I found the royalty-free music on Spotify. So I'll have that playing. So I have some, you know, background ambience music. You'll be able to hear if the dogs take off barking, you know, whatever. If I say, you know, me talking, seeing me wiggle if I am. White boy dancing. And my only one concern I had was the train videos playing, because those might get flagged, you know, because they're somebody's property basically. So I did find a YouTube channel that has royalty-free pictures on it, and they kind of fade different pictures of nature scenes and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably have something like that playing, just more of an ambiance in the background, if you will. And then, of course, I've always liked setting up things where the more you look, the more you see. So if you'll look in the background and see whatevers. And then I always kind of, all my life, I've always been kind of sensory overload on that kind of stuff. That every time you look, you see something different. So have that little pull in the background too, where people might be scanning the background for different things. And then also I have the window, so people can look out the window and they might see a bird or squirrel on the fence or something, you know. So got a lot of little key features I'm putting into the video that might draw people's eyes and keep them there a little bit longer, and see if it works. More of an experiment, and like I said, I love the thought of YouTube paying me to work for my own business. So they're not to replace these videos. So many people jumped on the other videos acting like they're going to replace these videos and what have you, but sometimes it's just hard to explain to people simple words, simple sentences. It's not going to be that way. But all right, onward. So, are you ready for a cassette light? Yeah. We got 70s Greatest Rock Hits, Kickback Volume 5, Classic Rock Volume 2. Headed to Bridgeport, West Virginia. Both together sold for $12. With my shipping, my media shipping, buy as many as you want for $3.99 shipping. And if you wonder why I'm doing that, like instead of charging extra additional for the one, if I do it the same, maybe people would buy more first off. Since it's media mail, just two to probably 1 to 5, the shipping's going to be the same amount. And I can fit probably 4, maybe even 5 cassettes in this one mailer here. So the cost is not going to change at all. So Club Nouveau, a New Beginnings CD, sold for $9.50. Headed to San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be me not to turn on the camera even if I'm feeling in a blah mood, because that's not who I am. It's not about being fake. It is what it is, you know what I mean? So, no big deal. Time will fix it somewhat. All right, Charlie Brown Christmas on CD. Sold for $4, headed to Pasadena, California. Had one of these old laying around, found laying on the ground. Haven't had those in a long time. I stopped getting them just because it's a pain, because you got 2 things to pull off instead of 1, which can slow you down. And you know about, I like being as efficient as possible. That is not efficient for me. The Best of Poison, 20 Years of Rock. I picked this up on that good day I had over at the bins where I found a lot of good media If you're watching my videos, you know what I'm talking of. But this sold for $4, headed to Tempe, Georgia. I just remember it because I was surprised to find a Poisons and some hard rock CDs over there. Oh, I know what. That's what I'm going to do. I saw a plush. I'm like, how is he still here? I would have bought him. And I was like thinking maybe I'll put him up in the room in my office, but I can put him where Woolly Mammoth was. Find a place for these. I don't know what all this is. Who knows? That was probably a canceled order. Who knows? There we go. This guy. You got those sad puppy dog eyes looking at you. Alrighty. The Flaming Lips single. She Don't Use Jelly. Sold for $4. Headed to Kewanee, Illinois. Something of that nature. Stanley Brothers Series Volume 3 CD. Sold for $15. Headed to Lovely, Kentucky. That sounds like a place this CD should head to. Someplace in Kentucky that I've never heard of, or Tennessee. Stanley Brothers. Oh, I forgot to pull that. Why didn't I see that on my phone to pull? I have to go pull that. All right, we got the Beach Boys Party cassette. Sold for $5, headed to Connecticut. I tried to mix Kentucky and Connecticut together. Danielson, Connecticut. Danielson. White Lion, Tell Me. So tell me, baby, all through the night that you'll never let me go. Tell me, baby, 'cause I want the world to know. So tell the reason this band kind of just went away and never came back is the guitarist Vito Bratta right here. He just got out of music, at least playing music, and has never wanted to come back. So they never like reunited for anything. So Mike Tramp, the singer's been doing solo the whole time. He had another little band called Freak of Nature for a little bit. And then the other two is Jimmy on drums. And I just had his name, the bass player. He's played with Megadeth, and he's went on to play with everybody, with Zakk Wylde and Pride and Glory and Black Label Society. Greg, right? Greg. Is it Greg? I don't know why I've lost his name. But anyway, they've gone out and do other stuff. But anyway, $4, headed to Waterloo, Iowa. Lambada. Set the Night on Fire soundtrack. Cassette sold for $9. Headed to Norwood, Massachusetts. The Thief by Clive Cussler on CD. Why am I not seeing this? There it is. All right, going up to Canada. Sold for $5. One click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, 4 clicks, 5 clicks. There is no reason to celebrate, Mr. Pirate Ship. No reason to celebrate. You should be ashamed of yourself for making me click so much. Ashamed, I say, ashamed. One day I'm gonna make a video just dedicated to how many clicks it takes on Pirate Ship to ship an item in hopes that they see it and will change things. But I don't think I'm that popular yet. All right, I have no influence yet like that. All right, Scrubs, the 4th season. I still need to start watching all these again. I like that they brought those 2 back for the, was it T-Mobile commercials? Oh, that's a better picture. All right. Sold for $3.50, headed to Lockport, Illinois. Other websites. All right, let's get this out of the way. Going to Australia. And those are my only 2 international overnights. Pretty lame for a Sunday night. All right, Boskag's Down 2 Then Left vinyl. Sold for $8 going to Australia. Plus shipping to Australia is like 20 bucks. You really got to want something to buy it. At least vinyl wise. US dollars. Now it must take forever just to work. Alrighty, let's throw these aside. Do those last. Alright, we got St. Louis Cardinals New Era hat. Sold for $12, headed to Maryville, Missouri. Maryville, Missouri. You go back there out of my way. Maryville, Missouri. We've got two. Are you ready for a hat like? Yeah. We got two of these Boulevard Brewing Company hats. Headed to Bloomfield, Indiana. Sold for $19. $19. Next up, we've got this unbranded, this black baseball cap, sold for $9.50, headed to New York, New York. It's a little town, Boston and Baton Rouge, Tulsa, Austin, Oklahoma City, Seattle, San Francisco too. Next up, we've got Columbia Performance Fishing Gear hat. Sold for $9, headed to Leesburg, Florida. Leesburg, Florida. I think for the rest of the month, I'm not going to worry about numbers, like how much I'm making, how many items I'm listing. Like I try to do 200 a day, but you know what? I think I'm just going to breathe a little in December. Whatever happens, happens. So, all right, we got an Adidas visor. Sold for $9, headed to West Palm Beach, Florida. Happens. I say that because yesterday I didn't do nothing. Didn't get nothing listed. Got some drafts made. That's about it. Headstrong CrossFit hat. Sold for $9. Headed to Baraboo, Wisconsin. Baraboo. Something like that. eBay's been so dead I haven't done nothing in like the last 2 hours. Not an offer's come through, no emails have come through, nothing. It's pretty screwed up, eBay. It's pretty screwed up. What you're doing to us. All right, we got a Fud Puckers t-shirt. Sold for $9. Headed to Pensacola, Florida. Alright, those aren't even due till tomorrow anyway. I'll show you the big piece, then I'll do these others, and then I'm going to throw this in a box probably. So we've got a Cabbage Patch Kid sleeping bag here. So that's cool. Vintage little piece there for a little girl. Make a nice little holiday Christmas gift, if you will. Sold for $20. Headed to Louisville, Kentucky. I might as well just grab a box real quick. How about you? You look like you need some work. You might be a little big though. I could probably go smaller. Maybe not. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Good enough, good enough stuff. I can't get enough, I can't get enough. When it's good enough too. Happens. 11 by 10 by 11. All right now. Mail. Do not put me through that. All right, now to get this other stuff done. We got classical CD sold for $5.50 on True Gather, headed to Blaine, Washington. Make sure it's on. Yes. Next up, we've got the Little Drummer Boy on cassette, sold on True Gather. Sold for $3.50. Whoops. So quiet. Whoops. I'm glad a lot of stuff don't sell on True Gather, because it's a pain. But I sell more on that than I do on like Posh. But then again, I've got all my stuff up on True Gather. If Posh had a way just to pull everything over like these True Gather and Bonanzas can, I'd sell a lot more on Posh. It's just a pain doing all the cross-listing. Alrighty, we've got the South Carolina Gamecocks, headed to Iowa, sold for $12.50. I'm surprised something like that hasn't been canceled yet or changed. Gamecocks. And then that got me thinking yesterday. I was like, you know what? Because I always think differently when I'm in these kind of lower moods. And it's more like thinking like so much is stupid and stuff like that, right? Instead of positive. Like, so my thought yesterday was, do you realize that all the people who try to cancel people these days are probably the same people who are eating Tide Pods? Think about that. I would probably put my money on that. Yes, yes. Switch. And last but not least, we have the Poshmark. Alrighty. And that is a Missouri. So for $11. Headed to Austin, Texas. Yes, Austin, Texas. Texas. Maximize your YouTube channel's potential with a Whoop sponsorship. What the hell is that? I don't know. I don't care. Spamola, Probaliola, Spalus. All right, that is all. And still nothing's come through on eBay. No offers, no emails, no sales. Pretty bleak. It is Monday, it's slower, but hey, we're like at like the last Monday that you're really going to get stuff on time to order. Right now, eBay should be flooded with orders, but yet they're not coming through for me. Oh, well, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later.